Welcome back to The Explainer. So, today we're absolutely cracking the code on a concept that's going to completely flip how you approach your daily life. We are talking about the secret to self-control, and it all comes down to hacking your environment.
Honestly, have you ever wondered why, despite your absolute best intentions, you just keep falling back into the exact same bad habits? Like, why do we keep repeating the same mistakes even when we know better? You probably tell yourself, man, I just need to try harder. I just need more discipline. But here's the thing. Relying on this exhausting willpower day in and day out, it's literally like trying to hold back a flood with a paper cup. Eventually, the dam's gonna break.
Okay, let's look at a scenario I think pretty much all of us can relate to. Minute 1, you sit down at your desk, you're highly motivated, thinking, I'm gonna absolutely crush this work today. 5 minutes in, your phone buzzes. Minute 6, you think, okay, I'll just check it for 1 single second, right? And then, bam. 45 minutes later, you snap out of this mindless scrolling trance, wondering where on earth the time went. You definitely didn't plan to waste an hour, but you fell right into the autopilot trap. Your brain just completely took over.
And when this happens, what do? We almost always blame ourselves. We tell ourselves we just lack character or focus or whatever, but guys, this is what we call the self-control myth. We really need to completely tear down this totally false idea that you just need more discipline. Because the shocking truth from behavioral research, it shows that highly disciplined people don't actually use willpower the way you think they do. They aren't just sitting there constantly fighting off urges. No, they're playing a completely different game.
Which brings us directly to the source material for today's explainer. We're diving into Atomic Habits by James Clear, and specifically we're looking at the big reveal from Chapter 7. If you've been, relying on sheer willpower to try and change your life, this chapter delivers a massive reality check, and it's this. Self-control is a short-term strategy. It is not a long-term one. You might be able to resist temptation once or twice, sure, but there's no way you can muster the willpower to override your desires every single time. It's just not possible.
So this really boils down to two entirely different approaches to daily life. You've got the amateur mindset, which relies purely on willpower. Amateurs exhaust their energy constantly overriding their desires. They're the ones sitting there staring at a plate of cookies mentally screaming, "Don't eat it, don't eat it." But the pro mindset? It's entirely different. Pros do not waste their precious energy resisting. Instead, they optimize their environment. They simply don't have the cookies in the house to begin with. It's not about having stronger willpower. Actually, scratch that. It's really about needing less of it.
Now, the specific rule governing all of this is called the inversion of the first law of behavior change. So, the normal first law for building a good habit is to make it obvious. But to break a bad habit, you actually invert it. You make it invisible. Rather than keeping a trigger obvious, you just completely remove it. It's crazy, but removing just a single visual cue often makes the entire bad habit fade away, literally without you even having to try. To really understand why making things invisible actually works, we kind of need to look at how our brains function. Your brain is essentially a giant prediction machine. It's non-consciously cataloging visual cues all day long, and these cues are what spark our habits. But the dangerous part? Over time, these cues become totally invisible to us. Think about that phone sitting on your desk. You don't consciously see it anymore, but your brain is predicting the reward of checking it. Once that loop is formed, the urge hits so fast you don't even realize you've already picked up the phone. I want to really emphasize this quote again. Self-control is a short-term strategy, not a long-term one. You can fight your brain's prediction machine once, maybe twice if you're lucky, but if the phone is always buzzing right next to you, or the junk food is always sitting out on the counter, you absolutely cannot muster the energy to resist it every single day. Eventually, your environment is going to win, for sure. But hey, here is the really empowering news. You absolutely do not need to feel bad about failing, and you definitely don't need to summon some magical hidden reserve of willpower. Instead, you're going to channel all of your energy into one simple, highly effective strategy: hacking your environment. You literally have the power to redesign your spaces so that the default choice is the right choice.
Let's compare a bad environment to a hacked environment so you see exactly what I mean. If your phone is sitting right there on your desk while you work, well, you're eventually going to check it. But in a hacked environment, you physically move the phone into a totally different room before you even sit down. The exact same thing goes for your kitchen. If snacks are sitting out visibly on the counter, you're going to eat them. But if you hide them away on the highest cupboard, completely out of sight, you totally remove that tactile, physical trigger. The best part is,
This is a repeatable system you can use literally anywhere. Step 1, identify the cue of the bad habit. Is it a notification sound? Is it a stressful email? Step 2, reduce your exposure to it. Turn off those notifications, unplug the TV, throw the video game controller in a drawer. And step 3, make the cues of your good habits super obvious. If you want to drink more water, put a big, brightly colored bottle right smack in the center of your desk. Make the actions that matter easy, and make the temptations completely invisible. Which brings us to arguably the most powerful takeaway of this entire chapter. It's easier to avoid temptation than to resist it. It is time to stop fighting yourself. Stop setting yourself up in these high-friction environments and expecting willpower to just magically save the day. By simply changing what is visible to you, you literally change your default behaviors without even breaking a sweat. It's a total game changer. So here's my question for you. What is one invisible habit cue that you are going to hide today? Think about your own life right now. What is that one thing? Maybe it's the TV remote, the cookie jar, or even a specific app right on your home screen that constantly triggers a behavior you really want to stop. I challenge you to apply this lesson the very second this explainer ends. Literally, get up, walk over, and hide that cue.
I would absolutely love to hear your answers. Seriously, drop a comment below and tell me exactly what cue you are hiding today. And if you found this breakdown helpful and you want to keep optimizing your life with us, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss our next chapter explainer. Remember, it's not about being perfectly disciplined, it's about building the perfect environment. Thanks so much for joining me on this learning journey, and I'll see you in the next one.